Hi everyone, it's been quite a while. As many of you I'm sure noticed, I stopped making my videos a few months ago, and the reason for that was basically I couldn't make good quality videos at home. I was in a situation where I was flat sharing, which meant that I didn't really have anywhere private that I could go and make videos, and I don't know about you guys, but I generally feel like a bit of a idiot if I'm sitting talking to a camera with other people in the room, and it can be hard as well because they want to do their own thing, which makes noise and causes noise as well. We had a lot of lighting issues, and as those of you who follow on my social media saw, mold issues as well. So it was really a hard environment to be motivated to want to do videos and to actually be able to produce videos that people could see and could follow really well. And it meant I basically had to dedicate an entire afternoon because I had to set up everything, all my lights, a lot of it just to get decent light, whereas, for example, tonight I'm sitting with just a lamp. So those who follow on my social media will have seen that my partner and I just moved into a new house, well, unit, apartment, whatever you'd like to call it. It's not a house per se, but it's a unit. It's amazing. We've gone from living in a room that was a shoebox with equal size shoebox shared living to a 3-bedroom unit that has 3 bathrooms and a study, and it's so funny. We're kind of like, which bathroom do we use, because we suddenly have 3 and we're not sharing one between 3 people. So what does that mean? So basically I've been given a room which I can use, and I've divided it into my business stuff for Daisy Jean and my blogging and my YouTubing. So that means that I now have a space where I can set up and actually do tutorials and do videos and just actually have space and time for what I enjoy. I'm very lucky that there are 2 nights of the week where my partner's not home, and by lucky I mean it means I actually have time to dedicate to these things without kind of feeling like I'm missing out. We don't really see each other that much due to our works. He works nights, I work days. He works weekends, I work weekdays. Kind of sucks. So we really like to enjoy the time that we have together. So it's really cool that I now have a space where I can kind of do what I do and enjoy when he's not here without it being a massive hassle. So what does that mean? Basically, my blogs, I'm currently working on doing a big refresh of them. That probably won't come for another month or 2, as I have quite a bit to do on that. But it does mean videos are coming back. So at the moment, the only 2 types of videos I have planned at the moment, which I'll film on one night of the week and then post throughout the week, is I'm going to be doing a tutorial week. So this may be hair, makeup, clothes, a styling video. I haven't really decided yet. I've got a lot of people who have given me suggestions on things they want, so I'll be taking that into account. And the other will be stuff on personal development, how I got into pinup, how I've grown into things. So I did put up a post on my Instagram earlier today asking people to leave me questions, and a lot of you guys left some really big kind of deep questions that I don't feel I could do justice in a really quick YouTube video just saying basically hi and I'm back. So Snow White 397, I'll be doing your video first in the next few weeks. I am away next week. I'm off to Brisbane. So depending on my Brisbane trip will depend on when I actually get to upload my next videos. As while I have Wednesday free, I have poll on Thursday and then I'm out. So that's the first one I'm going to answer. I've got a few more there, but I will answer Miss Munro's ones because they're small enough that I can kind of answer them without it being too long, because I do still have to dry my set tonight before I fall into bed and clean the kitchen. So basically her questions was, what is my favourite foundation? What are my favourite foundation garments? Foundation garments are pretty awesome in the sense that different garments do different things. So I don't really have a favourite one per se, because it depends on the outfit as to what I'm going to wear, if that makes sense. I do actually have a really big, exciting thing that I haven't really told anyone yet coming on that. So stay kind of with me. But basically, it really depends on what I'm going to wear. I like most foundation garments. I don't really have a preference over any one. Where do I buy them? What Katie did I buy directly? I find that their prices are actually really reasonable, considering even with the exchange rate. And I think the most I've had to wait, and that was a postie issue, not an issue on their end. The quickest I've got it is 10 business days, which is really, really quick. The longest it took was 3 weeks, but again, that was a change of a postie, and I basically had to bail them up and be like, hey, why aren't I getting my stuff? Kiss Me Deadly. I do find Kiss Me Deadly is harder to get in Australia. Most of the stuff that I've bought from that is of that brand, I've either actually found on eBay, or there is a store that sometimes goes to the Sydney Rock and Roll markets who sells them, but I know they don't sell online because they're an eBay-only store. Ragu, again, that same store that sells the Kiss Me Deadly stock, they actually sell Ragu on eBay as well, but otherwise I think it's Classic Shapewear. You Google Ragu Shapewear Australia, it's like the first one that comes up. They're pretty good. Some of the pin-up shops around the place stock Ragu, some don't. You know, you just kind of really have to search for it. Most of the times with Ragu, you will have to buy it from overseas. Brands and items, yeah, I've just gone over that. Items, so I've got a lot of items, so suspender belts, long line bras, bullet bras, soft gut bras, corselets. I've got a Merry Widow that I need to repair so I can actually wear it. I think it's like girdles, panty girdles. So you've got different types of the open bottom, closed bottom, and a panty girdle. You can get panty girdles in long or short. Any tips for buying shoes online? Measure your feet. I actually get a lot of my shoes online from Royal Vintage Shoes, and I actually get out a ruler and I measure my feet based on what the measurements on the website say. And on top of that, I always check whether they say the fit is accurate or not. And I'll even sometimes Google to see if I can find reviews from other people to say that for them it was this, or for them it was that, or it was too big, or it was too small. So Google is your friend. Measure your feet. If you can find somewhere, my Bates, for example, I actually bought my first pair from an Australian store because I don't like the whole philosophy of going in and trying it on and buying it online cheaper, because I've worked in retail and I know how annoying that is as a retail person to have someone come in and spend heaps and heaps of time, and you can kind of tell that they're just going to go home and order it online. My next multiple pairs I've ordered online, but the first one I bought from the shop that I tried it on for. So, and with shoes, buying online, a lot of the time it's going to work out just as expensive to buy it in the shop that you're trying it on anyway, because the exchange rate and shipping shoes from America or the UK is not cheap. So yeah, that's my advice. But I'm going to leave that there for tonight because, like I said, I've got to go sit under my hood dryer, which is hiding under my pretty flower wall. And I want to go to bed soon because I'm very tired. But videos will be coming possibly, most probably next week. It'll depend on how my Sunday will go. I do have some blog shooting to do, but I will be seeing you all again very soon. Bye.